Hey guys, Stitches here, and welcome back to some more Let's Play Pokemon Legends Arceus. Last time, after our big encounter with, Palkia, we had to skedaddle our way out, back down the mountain a little bit, because it was getting a little spooky, and then the red chain was broken, so it turns out we actually needed to get more of the material that it was made of, being this origin ore. And now we're going to bring that back to Laventon. We got the origin ore after fighting the Misfortune sisters. Also, I haven't recorded in a very long while. I also got kind of sidetracked trying to record. I've never caught a nose pass before, so I guess we're already making game progress. Apparently that was a heavy one as well. That is not what I wanted. Get me off this thing. So, it's been a minute since I last recorded, but I got sidetracked trying to record because basically I only had like 8 gigs left on my computer. I'm like, okay, what the fuck is taking up my computer space, right? And then I go and check my edited videos and realize I still have videos back from like as early as the beginning of 2024. Or not the beginning of 2024, the beginning of 2025. And I'm like, oh, I have like a year's worth of video backups to go through. And so I did for a bit. A lot of them were just duplicates because I didn't realize you could just move stuff. That's not what I wanted. I want a Sneasler. Or even do I have to go over there? Sneasler is kind of like unnecessary at this point. We can just breviary up everything. But, you know, it is what it is. I just had to spend like a few hours backing up, which wasn't like a super intense thing at all. I don't know if I actually have you or not, but I want you. I did. Hey. Is our whole team even named? There. I had to remember what team we actually had. Who did I take into this? We got Scallop, of course. I brought in Zeldin, Mortimer, Rhonda, Gooey, and Bessa. Of course we bring in Bessa. Bro, I bet there are some people who are going to be mad like we don't have half of the early game party members. But, oh well. But anyway, it took me a little while to get all the files moved over to my solid state, my external solid state drive, and then at some point when I'm not using my computer, when I remember to, I'll just use my file syncing device that syncs 2 hard drives together. So it'll copy over stuff between the hard drives until both the directories make sense. Anyway, was Laventon. So, this is the Stone of Creation's beginning, the origin, or... yes. One can certainly feel an imposing aura emanating from it. Could this be the feeling of the very origin itself? I've been meaning to ask, since you brought that up, but The origin of what exactly? Of everything, by the sound of it. Exactly, my girl. Now, then, back to Jubilife we go. I messed that line up. Alright, Mr. Professor, it's all in pieces now, but this is what is left of the red chain. Splendid, even in pieces, I think we'll find it still perfectly fit for purpose. We're jolly lucky you had the foresight to pick up all these broken bits back at the temple. You're up next, Akari. Time for, whatever we're calling that stone. The origin ore. The fragments of the red chain collected at great personal risk by the Diamond Clan. Then the Stone of Creation's beginning, which we only learned of thanks to the Pearl Clan. And now it's time for Galaxy Team to play its part and turn these items into a proper vessel. The Platinum Ball, I don't know. Ray, my boy, you're one of our team's greatest craftspeople. Could I ask you to do the honors? Heh, just wait, Akari, you'll finally see what I'm truly capable of. It's like, I've been cranking Minecraft all day. This may take us some time. Perhaps the rest of you had best wait outside while we work. Come on, Mr. Professor. I wish they'd hurry it up in there. Why is Adamant is starting to just sound like Snake, the way I'm doing his voice. I'm starting to suspect all your prattling about the value of time is cover for your own impatience. If sitting back and waiting actually solved things, I'd sit forever because that'd be using time well, unlike this. We've done it. It's a complete. I dub it the Origin Ball. If the message conveyed to our good clan leader can be believed, then this should allow you to catch the Pokemon that has appeared at the Temple of Sinnoh. Behold, a Legends Arceus exclusive Pokeball called the Origin Ball. It's a very geometric looking Pokeball. However, if its design seems familiar, that is because the Origin Ball is actually a sort of reinterpretation of the Cherish Ball, a Pokeball that event exclusive Pokemon are put inside of, which has a double-banded red design. A singular and irreplicable Pokeball that can be used to catch frenzied Pokemon raging at the Temple of Sinnoh. These Pokeballs of yours are full of wonders. To think that the fate of Hisui could rest in something so tiny. It's interesting how catching a Pokemon in one of these brings the two of you closer together. Wait, please, I hear something. That voice is speaking in my mind again. You mean Palkia? Yes, it appears that that mighty Palkia is willing to lend its strength to us in this battle. Now that's what I like to hear. The Pearl Clan's almighty Sinnoh, well, I guess I should just call it Palkia, is one fierce Pokemon. Everything's ready now, Akari. Take the Origin Ball and hurry back to the Temple of Sinnoh, together with Palkia. Now, I am going to take Palkia with us, because, I mean, we are kind of supposed to. There's quests in here on the quest board. Why are there, like, quests being triggered? I'm not doing any of them until after we do all this stuff. You can go out of your way and do them, but, like, you guys don't want me to get on with the story, I can tell. I know that, like, me with the side questing stuff has been a huge problem. Oh, there they are. Also, the game looks a lot more vibrant on my preview than it does here, and I don't really know particularly why. I don't know, I hope it's not like the big deal, and I'm hoping it's just the difference between my screen qualities on each screen, since the colors are slightly different. So who do we want to take, or who do we want to swap out for Palkia? Personally, I feel like out of our whole party, I do kind of want to restructure the team just a little bit. So, who to pick? Who to pick? Who to pick? Mortimer. Because here's the thing, right? I could replace Gooey, because Gooey is mainly a defensive Pokemon. But, like, if we also compare base stats, like, Gooey, getting rid of Gooey wouldn't really make sense. So I honestly think that we should swap out Mortimer. Or actually, yeah, that makes sense. Mortimer. Now, Palkia, we're going to want to look at its moveset and kind of just see what we have. So, it's got Earth Power, Aqua Tail, Hydro Pump, and Spatial Run. What are your stats? So you're mainly a special attacker, so we're not going to want Aqua Tail. We could take Ancient Power, but that's not going to help here. Could take Power Gem. Actually, you know what? Maybe the moveset is fine. Okay. You need to chill the fuck out. Without further ado, let's go over here and see Kogita is here. I don't remember what I did. And here you are, lost one, ready to face your fate atop Mount Coronet. It seems a vicious battle might... Oh wait, I remember. It seems a vicious battle might await you. I'll go where I must. Oh, well said. Now, hearken to my words, young ones. Time cannot be severed from space, nor space from time. The being you will encounter at the Temple of Sinnoh is Dialga, ruler of all time. it is allowed to run wild, time itself will twist and bend here in Asui, and eventually the very world may be broken. But you have the aid of its counterpart, Palkia, the ruler of space, and therein lies hope. Balance will be brought to time and space, and the world can once again be as it should. Now take Palkia at your side and make for the Temple of Sinnoh once more. I must say, this is quite the intriguing village. Perhaps I'll have a look around before I go see what your clother has on offer. Excuse me? Is this the time for shopping? Well, I'll hardly have time for shopping if the world ends, will I, young man? Fair point. Alright, Akari, once you feel ready, set out. We make for the Temple of Sinnoh once more. Actually, there is one thing I want to do real quick. I do want to change clothes. I want to change back to our Survey Corps uniform. Just for this. I feel like it'd be fitting to kind of fight in the clothes that we were gifted. I remember which camp is where, so I'm assuming we want to go to Summit Camp. I think this is also the first area we've seen that has 3 camps. We're also just going to make sure our party is healed up. Hey, Velo's here. Just the girl I've been waiting for. I know you can buy various sundries at the base camp, but I thought it might be helpful to you if I set up camp closer to the temple. I want to have front row seats if there's a chance to see into the world of myth and legend. Probably be creeping even closer to the action once the battle actually begins. Oh, but you won't have to worry about me. I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself. And besides, I know all too well the strength of you and your Pokemon. I've got no doubt you'll have this whole thing tied up in a neat bow before I could possibly be in danger. So you can, of course, buy some more max revives if you want. You can buy various Pokeballs, though you won't need them. Healing items, max potions, hyper potions, you know, you're going to want stuff like that. This music's pretty good. Oh shit. That was raw as fuck. Did you see that? For so long, I thought I'd had to eliminate any outside element that might threaten the people of Jubilife Village. Whether that meant banishing you or seeking to destroy the Pokemon of the temple, I felt it was my only path, but you've shown me I was wrong to think in such a way. Are you ready to fight? Are you ready for this challenge, recruit? I'm ready. Akari, in all of vast space, your place has found you. What in the world does that mean? It's a Pearl Clan saying. Reminds us that occasions we must rise to are also stages where we may prove ourselves, where we might shine our brightest. And then he says that phrase is kind of brilliant. Nah, that would be horrible. So basically you're saying not to feel nervous. I'm starting to see the appeal of how you Pearl Clan people think. In some situations, anyway. We will support you in whatever way we can, though I doubt you'll need it. Akari, protect Tasui and her people. Protect time and space for her Pokemon. Dialga. Yep. You saw it. That is Origin Form Dialga. This game introduced Origin Forms for both Dialga and Palkia. Oh shit. I need to get the fuck out of here. Ooh. God damn it, I'm doing so horrendously. So this is actually, I kind of lied. This is the real Final Frenzy fight. Okay, we need to back off. Now, I don't know if how distinctly different each of these fights are, by the way. But you only get to do one. I don't know, what is that, bro? Okay, I didn't even know what to do about that. Alright, let's restart the battle. So is the damage in this fight, like, permanent? Like, I won't be able to, I don't know. No, please! Oh, geez, that just insta-kills you. If it hits you, doesn't it? Oh, shit. Damn it. Okay, I think I get it. I'm gonna continue the fight. Okay, no, we can't just throw Palkia. Ow. Whoa. I am getting wrecked. Damn it. God. Okay, I think we should be getting there. I do like this feature because I'm honestly not very good at these. I'm like, I would say that like it's a good mini game, but for the sake of story progression is nice. Especially since this was a very casual Pokemon experience in my opinion. Like it was not deemed there for the meta people. There we go. Go, Origin Ball. Oh, jeez, that's certainly a way to capture it. Just create a planet. We did it! I thought, honestly, that fight would be a lot harder. People were making this sound like it was really harder. Like, yes, I was getting my ass kicked, but I thought it was going to be like a multi-phase involved thing. But to be fair, this isn't the true final boss of the game. So. She caught it. She really did, didn't she? My eyes aren't lying, right? She actually went and caught it. Yeah, so good show. What a catch. You contained the fearsome thing in the Origin Ball. Absolutely astounding as ever, Akari. Finally. Just what I'd expect of my protege. Yes. So even the commander sheds a tear now and then. Never thought I'd see the day. Yes, what a sight to have witnessed. Ouch, what gives, Commander? I'm not sure I deserved a sumo throw. Well, at least it seems this is no dream. Listen up, all of you. We faced a calamity unlike any other we've known, but we were able to overcome it by working as one. This calls for a celebration, a festival for all of us. Gather your clans. This will be the greatest celebration Hisui has ever seen. Celebrate with the Diamond Clan. The two clans together, huh? Well, since it turns out we're both following a true almighty Sinnoh of our own, I guess the times we'd fight over who is right or wrong are ancient history now. I'm sure our ancestors would be shocked to see us agree, but this may well be the best path forward. Let us celebrate, for today dawns a new day for all those who live in the Hisui region. And that's Pokemon Legends Arceus. Hey, there's the first thumbnail. Now, this game is a phenomenal game. I will have to say that this is probably one of the best things the Pokemon series had done in a long time. And this game did come out after Generation 8. This game came out as like a part of Generation 8, I believe. It was like Generation 8.5. It's a weird in-betweener. And this game, you know, it brought a lot of hope back for the Pokemon franchise going forward. There were a lot of people who did not like Pokemon Sword and Shield when they came out, even though I think personally they're pretty damn good games. I thought Pokemon Sword and Shield was pretty good, except for the end game kind of just being like, okay, now go play competitive. That was pretty much it. And then I never played the DLC for the game just because, I don't know, I never bought it. But this game is phenomenal. The idea they would make an open world game was pretty insane. And even though this isn't like full open world, it is open zone. You know, it was the first of its kind, and they did make a sequel to this game within the past year of me recording this. I did mention that I started playing it actually midway through this game, and it's called Pokemon Legends ZA. Unlike this game, though, it takes place in a modern day version of Lumiose City, which is a Gen 6 location. And it's a game where they decided to explore what could you do if you put an entire Pokemon game within one city. And it's a very phenomenal game. It shows just how good the game could be. And I honestly think that that's kind of interesting that more RPGs have kind of been doing that, because there was also, in a way, a very similar game by Square Enix called Final Fantasy VII Remake, which was a remake of specifically the part of Final Fantasy VII you play in Midgar. It was kind of like a reimagining of that. So I think that like both of these both Legends ZA and Final Fantasy VII Remake were kind of similar in that regard. They take a specific location, the events of the location, and kind of remix it. Though Legends ZA was its own unique game, and is a sequel ultimately to Pokemon X and Y. You know. It was just one of those things where it was like, it's very good. And I think that this game is very good for what it is. And I'm very glad that it exists. What's... I can't take a screenshot of this? What is this? That's actually insane. Your ARC phone is beeping. Seek out all Pokemon. Dialga, number caught, 1. Now, of course, there is research for Dialga and Palkia, which means, yes, you'll need to use specific move. They have the exact same research being use their special move, use their anything. Honestly, really all you got to do is spam their special moves. I forgot I had the lawnmower. Now, I think we should change... That's not what I wanted. Snow jacket. That's normally what I wear, right? There is more to do. We are far from actually finished with this game, and this isn't going to be like me being like, maybe I'll make a bonus video, and then I never do. No, we do actually have more gameplay to play. Like, that was more of like the ending of the main story. Kind of. There is a lot of extra story still for us to go through. So, I think without further ado, next time on Pokemon Legends Arceus, we'll see what awaits us outside our front door. I will see you guys then.